Hey, Chris, congratulations. It's a game of emotion, right? I mean, Mike has the NFL record catch, and on the next play, he gets knocked out of the game, and who knows for how long. Just what was your emotions when that happened, and how do you feel for Mike right now?
Man, like you said, it's definitely a roller coaster of emotions. He breaks the record, and that's something that a guy being here for 4 years and watching him kind of close in on that. I'm so proud, just of the man that Mike is and the way he works. So I think that's really awesome. And then, like you said, next play he goes down. So it hurts. I feel for my brother, but I'm hoping that he'll make a speedy recovery.
And for you and Antonio to step up the way you did, what has been working, particularly with the deep balls that we've seen these last 3 4 weeks?
Honestly, I just think that it comes down to our repetitions in practice. I think as the year obviously has progressed, we've started to, work on that more and more and just start to get more familiar with what Tom is looking for. He's familiar with our body language and stuff now. So I think you're starting to see, the fruits of that labor kind of come to fruition.
Thanks.
Go to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Chris, I don't know if I can think of a better way to honor a fallen teammate than 133 receiving yards. Can you just speak to the impact that Mike has had on you and your growth as a player and what you've blossomed into?
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if words can really describe that. Mike, he's been such a great teammate to me. From the day that I got here. He's helped instill confidence in me and help guide me in my early career. He's been, like I say, he's been a great teammate. He's a brother of mine. Watching him go to work and watching him be so dominant. I've been able to take things from his game and apply them to mine. So, I tip my hat off to Mike. He knows how I feel about him. But now, I'm glad he's getting the recognition that he deserves.
How hard was it to kind of regroup and focus after that? I mean, you guys did a heck of a job in the second half, but did it take you a little bit to kind of get refocused on the task at hand? I know the life in the stadium, the air in the stadium, kind of seemed to be sucked out of everybody.
Yeah, I think you said it right. I think the life in the stadium really just got sucked out of it. And I think that's when you really see like how important Mike really is to this team, to the organization, to the city. He does so much for everyone around here, and seeing him get hurt, everyone kind of felt for that. But I think as a group, I think we did a pretty good job of bouncing back. Took a couple plays there, but we realized that there was a task at hand, and we got back to work. And thankfully, we have a ton of guys that are really talented. We got a great quarterback, great offensive line. We just went out there and decided to make some plays and try to propel us towards the playoffs.
Thank you.
Go to Greg Allman.
Hey, Chris, you go back to halftime of the first Falcons game. Since then, this offense has been scoring at a ridiculous pace. Is there something you'd point to for why you guys are clicking and playing as well as you are on that side of the ball going into the playoffs?
I don't think it's one thing. Like I said, I think we're starting to just see the fruits of our labor, man. I think we're getting some the right play calls at the right time. I think we're executing so much better, and I think like at the end of the day, when the ball's in the air, like guys are just making plays. I think you're starting to see like just how much talent we really have, and that's going to be really big for us moving forward.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, we'll go to Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Chris, congrats on the win today. Can you speak to how Antonio Brown has really developed and come along in this offense in just a short time?
Yeah, man, it's been really, really cool to see that, especially, seeing him from afar for so many years and seeing him dominate, and then coming in after having a year off and just watching him kind of get his feet back underneath him. It's been really, really cool. He works his tail off. He loves the game of football, and just seeing a guy with that much passion come in and make some plays, and the more plays he makes, the more excited he gets, the more passionate he is, and that type of stuff is really infectious for the rest of us.
And Chris, can you speak to Tom Brady's 40 touchdown passes this year, of which you caught certainly your fair share?
Yeah, it's that's really dope, man. For a guy that is, in the public spotlight so much and criticized so frequently, to still be doing that at such a high level at his age, man, it's so impressive. And being able to see that, every day, watching how hard he works, watching his attention to detail, I'm not surprised, but it's definitely well deserved.
All right, our last one's going to come from Joey Knight.
Chris, can you hear me?
Just barely.
Okay. I'll try something here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's better.
Can you speak to RoJo's performance? You've had a similar injury. How impressed were you by that?
I'm very impressed by it, man. RoJo's another guy that loves the game of football, and I think you guys have seen all season. He runs so hard, and I think opposing defenses really can tell that as well. You can tell some guys that normally want a lot of contact, they'll come in a little bit different when Ro's running, just because he's not going to go down without a fight. And having had a similar injury and knowing kind of the pain that you kind of deal with that, I think he did a really good job of running hard, but also protecting the ball. I'm really proud of him.